Okay, there are 3 keys to dental practice success, and nothing surpasses the first one. Perform the highest quality care. And I know that every doctor feels that they provide quality care. We went into an office recently, and the doctor was there with his wife, and he said, "Tell us about your practice." And the wife said, "He does gorgeous work, gorgeous, beautiful, high quality work. Look," and she lifts up her lip, and you see these crowns that have 3 millimeters of root and dark black lines. And as we go in further, we find that this is a doctor who has tried to skim on just about everything. He is using the least expensive lab that sends their work to China. He is using the least expensive materials. He is washing his gloves after each appointment.
Not anymore. He was washing his gloves after every appointment. He's not doing that anymore.
But he does quality work. It's not quality work. You have to make a decision, and this is part of your vision, to truly decide that you are going to do quality care. And I can tell you as a dentist in my mid-50s right now, that the most important thing that I've learned for quality care in the last 10 years is no doctor should practice without loops, without magnification loops. How many doctors here use loops? Everything they do? Terrific. Because it is amazing what you see and how much better your care is and how much better your preps are and how better your margins are when you can see them under magnification. So the first thing that I talk about in the keys to dental practice success, that in order to perform the highest quality care, make sure you're wearing loops, and I even feel that it's good for the assistants and hygienists to have loops as well. Next, for practice success is provide the ultimate customer service. And this has got to be a commitment of everyone in the practice. Everyone in the practice has to make a decision that they're going to do whatever is possible to make it a positive experience. And the most positive experience that a patient has ever had in a professional office. How many people here would be willing to make that commitment? That's not a realistic show. How many people want to really provide the best quality of care for the patients they see every day?
I guess.
That's better, much better. And you have to practice efficiently, because efficiency leads to profitability. And so we're going to go over a few skills now that aid your ability to practice efficiently and thus make you more profitable. The most important thing in an office: people do not run offices. Systems run the office. People run the systems. And if you don't believe it 100%, I'd like to know how many people here like Starbucks coffee. Okay? Okay. Have you ever looked at a Starbucks mug, cup? There are 6 boxes. That is their system. If you go into a Starbucks, you usually place your order with an 18 or 19-year-old kid who records what you want, and there are a lot of different permutations of Starbucks coffee. If you take all the different combinations of syrups and latte and not latte and skim, not skim, sweet, not sweet, whatever, decaf, half cap, full cap, whatever it is. Anybody want to take a guess at how many different types of Starbucks coffee there are? 30? 35? Do I get 40? How about 82,000? There are 82,000 different combinations of the ingredients in a Starbucks coffee. Yet you have this 18-year-old student who takes the order at the front desk, at the register, and then there is another 17 or 18 or 19-year-old student at the other end who never speaks to the person who takes the order. They have an amazing success rate because they have an infallible system that records what the ingredients would be and what the concentrations would be, and that is how they have developed such a successful business, by having an absolute perfect system. The same applies to McDonald's. If you have McDonald's French fries, doesn't matter where you're going to have them in the world, they're going to taste the same, and it's because of systems. Systems run our offices, people run the systems. Now, let's point out how important systems truly are. What's Mega Million? Anybody know what Mega Millions is this week? Powerball? Any, good chance that one of them is up around $100 million. So let's assume that there's 4 of you in an office. There is an assistant, there's a hygienist, there's an administrative person, and maybe a floater somewhere in there. And the 4 women, these 4 women were from one office, go out and they buy a Mega Millions or a Powerball ticket. And if that ticket comes in with $100 million on Saturday night, do they show up to work on Monday morning? How many of you would show up to work on Monday morning after winning $100 million? Would it be just to get your figures? So that's just a lot of the culture of this office. I can tell you that we have presented about 40 comments. And the number of people in any audience who will return after winning $100 million, we can usually count on one hand in the audience inside. But what happens when the 4 people from this office don't return on Monday morning? Every piece of knowledge that they have about how that office operates, about where things are, about how insurance forms are processed, about how we answer the phone, none of these things in most offices is written down into a clear-cut system. And all of that knowledge leaves with them when they walk out the door. And how do you think that leaves the doctor in that office? Are they able to manage? Are they able to recreate all of the talents that have been created by these women over many years of working in the office? Can they recreate that overnight? It's absolutely impossible. So it behooves all of you to start engineering, and put this on your action plan, to start the process of developing systems in your offices that make it where the systems run the office and the people run the system.